Yes. Yeah. Morning all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes.
Yes, it is.
Right. Thank you. So today I'll be discussing about, I'll be entering into technicals of Python, Python data types and variables. Python data types and variables. Every organization, every organization use case has got data and operations. Data represented using data types and variables. Operations using functions. Every organization use case has got data and operations, data represented using data types and variables, operations represented using functions. If we take any organization, like an example, like a bank has got a data and operations. Data means like customer data, customer name, account number, address, balance, branch. Operations like deposit operators, withdraw operation, transfer operations, like data using data types and variables, operations using functions. To make you understand much better, just observe this, right? C or C++ or Java compared with Python. C++ or Java compared with Python. Python supports dynamic data types. Dynamic data types. If we talk about other programming language, like x equal to 10, compulsory we need to define the data type. Index y equal to 4.5, we need to say float y. Z equal to hello, like string z. X has 10, y has 4.5, z has hello. Compulsory this data type defining, right? Yeah, but here in Python, no need to define this data types. Directly I can say x has 10, x has 10, y has 4.5, z has hello, right? Here no need to define the data types. But here, what kind of variable x is means based on this data type defining, you are saying it as integer. What kind of variable this y is means based on this data type defining, you are saying it as float. What kind of variable z is means what but based on this data type, you are saying it as string type. Then in Python, what kind of variable x is? What kind of variable x is means what value you assign to it. What value you assign to it. If you assign an integer value, type of x integer. Why it is integer? Because you assigned a integer value. Type of y float type. Why it is float? Because you assigned a float value to it. String type. Why it is string? Because you assign a string value. Type of x is integer, type of y is float, type of z is string. Type of x, type of y, type of z. Based on, see, what kind of variable x is means what value you have assigned to it. Why this type of y is float type? Because what value you have assigned? Float value. Yes, that's why type of y is float. And here we have assigned hello, a string. That's why type of z is string. To make you understand much better, right? So just I'm going to discuss 4 cases here, right? Case 1. What happens internally when we define some variable in Python? How can it print its value? How we can print its address? How we print its content? X equal to 10. Internally, one object will be created. Internally, one object will be created with value 10. Address. The address is given to X. What X is storing? Don't say X is storing a 10. X stores this address. X stores this address. Here, 3 things you need to understand. Print X. Prints the content. Prints the content at that address. That is 10. Print X means it goes to its address and prints whatever present at that address. 10, right? There's one more function called ID function, prints the address of X. 103070. Type of X prints the data type of X. Type of X. Prints the data type of X. What is the data type of X? Print X prints the content. ID of X prints the address. Type of X prints the data type of X. Printing the content, printing the address, printing the type. Next, observe this case to now. From here onwards, I want the sessions to be interactive, much more interactive, right? Everyone, you can unmute and write. If I got X as 10, Y as 20, how many objects are created? Everyone try to respond. How many objects will be created here? X equal to 10, Y equal to 20. 2 objects will be created, right? It is going to have its address. The address is given to X. It has its address, it is given to Y. Now try to say what is print X. Print X
10.
prints the comments, that is 10, yes. ID of X, try to respond.
103070.
103070, the address where exactly. Type of X,
8.
integer type. Print Y, 20. Address of Y, type of Y, integer. Printing the content, printing the address, printing the type. Printing the address, printing content, printing the type. Two different variables with two different values, then two different objects with two different addresses. Two different variables with two different values, two different objects with two different addresses. Right? Case 3. Case 3, right? For every x equal to how many objects will be created? Everyone try to respond. Can
2.
give your responses through voice or through chat panel, right? Anyway. How many objects are created? Yes. Once again,
2.
then observe carefully, only one object is created. Here only one object is created. Before creating object for y, first it checks any object with value 10 if it is already available in the memory. The same address will be given. If x value is 10, y value is 10, z value is 10, don't think three objects with 10, 10, 10 will be created. No. Already the object available, the same address will be given to x, y, and z. If x value is 10, y is 20, z is 30, how many objects will be created in such case?
1.
If x is 10, y is 20, z is 30.
3.
3, right?
3.
Now here 10, 10, 10, only one object, only one address. I can say x, y, and z, they are sharing the same content 10. They are sharing the same address, right? Yes. So I can say in this way. Print x, print y, print z. Type of x, type of y, type of z. Integer type only. Address of x, address of y, address of z. ID of x, ID of y, address of z. Sorry, this one is 10, right? Sorry. Print x, print y, and print z is 10. Is 10. The output is 10. Address is 103070. So they are printing the same content, same address. If x value is 10, y is 10, z is 10, only one object, the address is given to x, y, and z. Observe this case 4, right? Here x value is 10, x is 20. One object with 10 gets created with some address. One more object gets created for 20. Up to here it is fine. Now here previously xy, but here x and x only. If I say print x, everyone try to respond. Yes. Whether it will print 10 or 20 or both. Whether your answers are correct or wrong, everyone keep responding, right? Through voice or through chat. X value is 10 or 20 or will it prints both? It always takes the latest value, right? Your salary last year 50,000. Your salary this year it's 80,000. Print salary, the latest salary will be printed. Here also the latest 20. So X can store only one value, X can store only one address. X cannot store two object addresses. So this is going to get removed. Before creating the X equal 20, first it has to remove this and creates a new one. Yes. Understood the four cases, everyone? Right. Printing the content, printing the address, printing the type. Case 1. Case 2. X is 10, Y is 20. For 10, one object, 21 object. This is going to have one address. This will have one address. So two different variables X and Y with two different values, 10, 20, two different objects with two different addresses. Case 3, X is 10, Y is 10, Z is 10. Only one object 10. The address is given to X, Y, and Z. Type of X will be integer type. Case 4, X can store only one value, one address. The previous one first it removes and a new object will be created. Data types mainly are of two types. Fundamental data types. Secondly, collection data types. In a simple way, fundamental data types, object holding single value. Object holding single value, we call it as fundamental type. Collection data type means the name itself saying group of values, collection of values. Object holding group of values or multiple values or set of values, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Here. Here also one object created. Object holding multiple values. Object holding group of values. Object holding multiple values. Yes. What are the various fundamental data types? What are the various collection data types, right? Yes. Fundamental data types. Objects holding. Okay. Fundamental data types, object holding single data type or single value. For example, fundamental data types, 5 types. Fundamental data types are of 5 types: integer, float, boolean, string, complex. Age 25. 6.3. Which didn't say the true or false. Boolean values means 0, 1. 0, 1 means 0 means false, 1 means true. String, sequence collection of characters. Sequence collection of characters. Sequence collection of characters. Hyderabad, right? Yes. Complex. X plus IY. X is real. This is imaginary. Real and imaginary, right? But in Python, this I is represented using J. Integer, float, boolean, string, and complex. Hmm. What are the various collection data types? List, tuple, set, dictionary. List using square bracket, tuple using normal bracket, set by using key colon value, list, tuple, set, dictionary. So simple representation, right? Given by this Python represents. Python gives simple syntaxes to represent this square bracket means list. By seeing the bracket only, you should identify what type of collection this. Okay, sorry. List, tuple, set, dictionary. Example, list of values. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. List of values, tuple of values. For tuple, this is the bracket. Set of values. This is key, this is value. This is key, this is value. Key value representation, right? Yes. Key value pairs. Collection of key value pairs is dictionary. We have got lot of discussion on this collection data types. List indexing, list slicing, list functions, list methods, nested list, list modification. Similarly for tuple indexing, tuple slicing, tuple functions, tuple operations, tuple. Similarly for sets and dictionaries. So in the case of fundamental types, we have got lot of discussion on string indexing, string slicing, string functions, string methods, string special characters. So talking about string, a string is a sequence collection of characters. A string is a sequence collection of characters. In Python, a string is represented using single quote, double quote, triple quote. Single quote or double quote for single word or single line you can represent. Triple quote for multiple lines or paragraph. Sequence collection of characters it equal to Hyderabad. You can use double quote for this. It equal to Hyderabad sequence collection of characters. Each character, each we represent each character of a string is represented or accessed by a unique index. Each character of a string is represented or accessed by a unique index. String suppose two types of indexes. Negative or password index. Positive or forward index. Index starts from index starts with 0. Positive index or forward index. Index starts from left to right. Index starts with 0. Negative index or password index. Index starts from right to left. Index starts with the -1. Yes, check with this, right? x equal to Python. Here also one object gets created. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forward index or positive index? Forward index or positive, backward index or negative index. What is the value of x of 2 here, everyone? X of 2, t. X of minus 2 is what? X of minus 2 is what? Either we can use positive or negative index. I'm keeping all this in multi. See, this is a single line comment start with has. Multi-line comments, I'm just commenting it. Multi-line comments. X equal to Python, you keep in double quotes. Print x. Type of x is str type. Print a type of x. Mm. Type of x, string type. Len of x, 6 characters are there. Length will be 6 because the number of characters length means y equal to programming. Print x plus y. We call it as concatenation. Concatenation. Concatenation means adding two strings. Adding two strings. First string followed by second string. First string followed by second string. Concatenation. Yes. I want space between Python and programming. Add three strings. X is Python. Programming between these two, one empty string. Yes, three strings you are adding. Python, space, and Y. Okay. We don't need to write huge codings in Python. We have got various inbuilt methods, functions. Okay. String methods. To print in uppercase. X dot upper. We printed everything in uppercase. Printing everything in uppercase, right? Which one? Yes. Shafin sake, right? What is that? This one. X is Python, Y is programming. Between
Yeah.
these two, empty string. Python space programming. You are adding 3 strings here. X is Python is one string, space is one string, Y. So the output will be Python space programming. Python plus Python programming, no space. But 3 strings, one empty string also added. Lower method. To print in lower means if you got a word or a line or a sentence or a paragraph, everything you want to print in uppercase or lowercase, then use these methods. Mumbai, it is in upper, convert to lower, print x dot lower. Now I want India. Only the first character I want in uppercase, remaining all in the lowercase. Then only the first character I only in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases.
Dot X dot.
We have got a method called capitalize. It capitalizes only the first character of the string. You see India only in uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. For capitalizing the first character of a string, means only India I in uppercase, right? For example, good evening, Hyderabad. How many words are there here? 3 words. Every word first character I want in uppercase. If I say capitalize, only G appears in uppercase. X dot title. X dot title means each and every word first character in the uppercase. Then run model, check it. Every word first character in uppercase. What is that title? Can you see the output once again? 3 words, right? Every word first character. G in uppercase, E in uppercase, H in uppercase. For capital, each word in a string. Example 2. For example, where exactly this title can be used means I've got some employee names. Employees equal to employees dot title. Each and every employee name, first character in the uppercase I want. Each and every employee name, first character in the uppercase I want. Run module. Rohit R in uppercase, Ajay, Miller, Blake, James, John. Each and every employee name, first character in the uppercase. Replace. For replacing a portion of a string. X dot replace the word Java with Python. Replace the word Java with Python. Python is easy. One more bracket is missing. Java is easy and Java is simple. Will it replace each and every Java with Python or only the first occurred Java? Each and every Java will be replaced with Python. Python is easy and Python is simple. In this way, we have got many methods. Not only this upper, lower, capitalize, title, replace, we have got swap case, count, format, find, starts with, ends with, split. In this way, many other methods are there. No need to write huge codings here. We have got many methods. Yes. So we'll continue more discussion on this in the tomorrow's class. But as I said, tomorrow the link will be changing. You are supposed to get enrolled. So you can check with that payment details. A big message is given, right? Yes. So you can see that the payment details, the contact details of the online team in the chat, a big message is given and their course content details are given. Right. Now, you can check this course content once. So starting with this Python basics, Python operations, constants, variables, functions, typecasting, operators, IDEs, different types of IDEs, PyCharm, Jupyter, Spider, Anaconda, flow control statements, looping statements, strings in Python, collections in Python, function lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions, their argument types, lambda function, filter function, map function, reduce function, modules in Python, package in Python, errors and exception handling, file handling, object-oriented programming concepts, regular expressions, database connections, Python data and time model, OS model, advanced concepts like iterators, generators, closures, decorators, working with CSV, XML, JSON files, GUI programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to data science, Pandas model in brief, NumPy model in brief, and Matplotlib model, right? These three models. So 30 topics in brief, right? Yes. Yes. And apart from that, I'll also be, this is for Python core and advanced. Python, people who go for Python full stack, Django introduction, the web framework, Django installation, project architecture, application creation, views, templates, admin models, right? Advanced concepts, UI technologies like HTML in brief, CSS in brief, and JavaScript in brief, and MySQL. So check with this, right? Yes. So Python core and advanced, 70 hours, around 70 hours, 60 to 70 hours, around 2 months. 5,000 is the course fee. It is an offer batch. Apart from this Python core and advanced, people who go for Python full stack, UI technologies in brief, the Django framework, and also one more framework, Flash framework will be discussed. MySQL and a project. Topics from 2 to 6 also, around 70 hours. 2 months, 7,000 is the course fee. Python 70 hours, framework 70 hours, 140 hours, right? 2 months for Python, 2 months for frameworks, totally 4 months. 5,000 for Python, 7,000 for this frameworks, 12,000. But if you're taking the entire package, Python package with a single payment, it is 10K. So I said, let me make it about the timings, make it clear about the timings. First 1 week it goes at 7 a.m. Later it will be starting at 6 a.m. in the morning, 6 to 7, right? So live session videos, soft copy of the class notes, assignments or tasks, a WhatsApp group for technical discussions. And if you got any error, you can take post of it and post in the WhatsApp group. Anybody will be answering it. Resumes and interview questions, live interactive sessions, 300 plus code examples in Python code advanced, around 15 applications will develop in Django framework. Right. So here, if you're unable to spare 4 months time, if you want to complete in 2.5 months, as Monday to Friday, you'll be seeing this Python, and Saturdays and Sundays, that weekend batches available, right? Saturday 2 hours, Sunday 2 hours. So UI technologies, when these are going on Saturdays and Sundays, for Python. It takes 1 month for core Python to complete. By the 1 month, this UI technologies will be completed in the weekend. By the time you go to advanced Python, this Django framework will be started in the weekends. Okay. So any other queries you got? So tomorrow you'll be added to the WhatsApp groups, and from tomorrow you'll be getting video to your Google Drives, notes to your mails, right? Yes. Any other queries you got, anyone, right? Okay, fine. Any other queries, right? How to pay the fees, right? You can see your Pragati, right?
Replace only one string at once.
What is it?
How to replace only one string at once?
1 second. You're talking about how to replace?
Yeah. How to replace suppose we have Java device, right? So we have to replace it only once. Then
So here, okay, Java is easy, Java is simple. So Java is easy, Java is simple, right? Yes. So here in this case, a replace method will replace all Javas. Later in Python, we got regular expressions. Using that, we can do that. But here it will replace everything with this. In Python, regular expressions for extracting required data from the given data, right? We got regular expressions. With that, you can do.
yeah, thank you.
Sir, when will the framework start? With Python frameworks?
See, last week, last Saturday and Sunday, there was introductory session, right? If you get enrolled this Saturday and Sunday, people can parallelly go with that. Last Saturday and Sunday, there were introductory session. Yes. So 1 second. So just last Saturday and Sunday, there was just some introductory session on this UI technologies. In Sunday, there was an introduction to HTML was started. Just introduction to, you can go through the video of it if you want to attend, otherwise the next coming batch. Okay, fine. Okay, so if I'm done with the queries, if there are no other queries, I'm signing off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time at 7 o'clock. Okay, so get enrolled for getting this videos, notes, and this links, right? And if you check it, there is a note given. If you see that message, in that message, can you see there is a note given, right? Most of you do this, you will get enrolled, but you won't send the screenshot of the payment, right? So they are saying send the screenshot of the payment to that mail ID provided. DURGASOFT online training. So to the same mail ID, the link will be forwarded. So send the screenshot of your payment to durgasoftonline online training at gmail.com, right? Fine. Okay. So thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow.